are going to discuss about diplomacy and mediation in the South China Sea conflict, a study of relation between China, Vietnam, and the Philippines. This is the member of the group. I'm Stephanie Manila Soviet.
And my name is Alicia Mitino.
My name is Yolanda Gazaeva. And my name is Harold.
This is the outline. And this is the abstract. Basically, to conclude, the South China Sea conflict is a territorial dispute involving several countries, including China, Vietnam, and Philippines. The study aims to analyze the role of diplomacy and mediation in managing this conflict. And this is the preface. So we jump into chapter 1, introduction. Basically, why do we take this topic? First, the South China Sea is a strategic maritime region that serves a major international trade route and contains abundant fishery, oil, and natural gas resources. Its economic and geopolitical importance make it a contested area among several countries. And that's why overlapping claims and legal differences happen there, and diplomacy and mediation as conflict resolution. And this is our problem formulation, our research objectives, and research benefit and novelty, but we will conclude our main novelty in the end.
Okay, next, chapter 2, theory framework. And number 1, diplomacy theory. First, diplomacy is how countries talk and negotiate with each other to solve problems peacefully. And number 2 is mediation theory. Mediation is when a natural third part helps countries find solution and reach an agreement. And number 3, so next is that. Okay, and number 3, the concept of international dispute settlement. International dispute settlement, this means solving conflict between countries through peaceful ways, such as negotiation, mediation, and international law. And number 4 is framework. In the South China Sea conflict, diplomacy and mediation help reduce tensions and support peace and stability in the region.
And then chapter 3, research methodology. Research design and data sources. Research design is applies a qualitative method with a case study approach. Data sources primary data, official government documents, ASEAN reports and document, and ACNO's related publication. Next slide. Data collection and analysis. Document study, analysis of official document, ASEAN records, ACNO's provision, and the 2016 South China Sea publisher word. Data analysis techniques. Descriptive analytical approach to explain the conflict and diplomatic interaction among the involved states. Data analysis follow Myers and Haberman model. Data injection, selecting, and organizing relevant information. And then data display, presenting data systematically. Conclusion drawing, interpreting findings, and formulating conclusion.
So we move on to chapter 4, which is discussion, which is the main of our papers, is that cause of conflict. Cause of the conflict is the South China Sea dispute is caused by overlapping sovereignty claims on territorial water and Iceland, particularly the Spratly and Paracel Island. The conflict is further driven by economic and strategic interests as the region contains abundant natural resource and serves as a major international trade route. And we saw that diplomacy is the main instrument in here, and the role of mediation plays such a big role. We would discuss about more of China, Vietnam, and Philippines, what do they do. So basically, first, China. China prioritizes bilateral diplomacy to resolve disputes directly with client states and actively participated in ASEAN and Code of Conduct negotiation to maintain regional stability. 2. Vietnam. Vietnam combines bilateral diplomacy with China and multilateral diplomacy through ASEAN and UNCLOS to promote dispute resolution based on international law. And 3. Philippines. The Philippines emphasizes international law and diplomacy, notably through the 2013 PCA case and active participant in ASEAN and diplomatic dialogue with China. And 4. Impact of the diplomatic efforts. Diplomacy has helped reduce the risk of military confrontation, maintain communication among countries, and preserve regional stability. However, differing sovereignty claims and strategic interests continue to hinder a final resolution. This is basically the role of mediation and international law and the novelty, but we will conclude the novelty, the main novelty.
Conclusion and solution. Conclusion: the South China Sea conflict between China, Vietnam, and Philippines stems from economic sovereignty claims, economic interests, and regional strategic factors. Despite frequent tensions, the conflict has been managed through diplomacy, mediation, and international law, preventing open and armed confrontation. And each country adopts a different approach. China offers bilateral diplomacy, Vietnam combines bilateral and multilateral channels, and the Philippines relies on international legal mechanisms through the PCA. UNCLOS 1982 serves as the premier legal framework for maritime dispute resolutions. While the conflict remains unresolved, these efforts continue to play a vital role in preventing a clash and maintaining regional stability. Next. Next suggestion, based on the Philippines participate in the South China Sea, this proposal prioritize diplomacy and strengthen ongoing communication to prevent and clashing tensions. ASEAN also changed its role as a dialogue facilitator and accelerate in implementation of effective code of conduct (COC). Additionally, all participants expressed their respect for international law, particularly in Clause 1982, as the legal basis for resolving maritime disputes. By combining this approach, sustainable peace and stability in the region can be achieved. And novelty, this research of a comparative analysis of the diplomatic and mediation strategies of China, Vietnam, and Philippines in the South China Sea conflict, emphasizing the role of diplomacy, mediation, and international law in maintaining regional stability.
And this is our bibliography. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any question from floor? Clear? Is it clear? Okay, clear. Thank you.